Today, we are going to talk about a very important place in Sri Lanka. It's a location worth visiting not just once, but many times, to truly understand more about Sri Lanka. This is a place you may have never even heard of before. Let's get into the video. Do you believe that there is a village in Sri Lanka where the sun shines for only about 6 hours a day? While most places in the country get around 12 hours of sunlight, this village only receives about 6 hours. Yet, even today, around 48 families continue to live here, with more than 400 people across 3 generations carrying on their lives. Did you also know that there are only 2 routes to reach this unique village? This beautiful place is called Kohunawala, located in the Madulsima area of the Badula district. It has become a highly attractive spot in recent years. Many who travel to Madulsima never forget to stop by this village. To be exact, it's about 12 kilometers away from Madulsima town. Here's the specialty. This village can only be reached on foot through a very difficult path. That's why even today, very few people actually know about it. In fact, even some residents of Badula are unaware of this hidden village. As mentioned earlier, while other parts of Sri Lanka receive sunlight starting around 5 to 6 in the morning, this village only gets its first rays at around 10 a.m. The sunlight fully reaches the village around noon, and by about 4 p.m. the sun sets, leaving the whole area in darkness again. You may wonder why this happens. The reason is that the village is surrounded by massive mountain ranges and lies inside a deep valley. These mountains rise about 4,500 feet high, blocking the sun for hours in the morning and covering it quickly again in the evening. Another fascinating detail is the folklore tied to this place. According to legend, this village dates back to the era of King Walagamba. It is said that one of his ministers, Kohunawala, hid here after losing a battle. The villagers believe that his descendants still live in the area today. They also took part in the famous Uva Walasa rebellion, and many of their families still remain in this village. When speaking of uprisings, there's hardly a better hidden spot in the world than Kohunawala village itself. Even today, the people here live simple, peaceful lives, despite many hardships. Anyone visiting can clearly see this, but the real challenge is that there are no proper roads to access the village. Even in emergencies, it's extremely difficult to take a patient out for medical care. Visitors often say this is one of the few places in Sri Lanka where traditional culture still remains alive. Reports also describe it as one of the most unique villages in the entire country. So, if you ever decide to visit this beautiful village, don't just enjoy its natural beauty. Make sure to bring something small for the children living there.